Thanks for your patience. Had a little bit of technical glitch there, so we're back up and running. I'd like to call the County Commissioner regular meeting for October 15th, 2024 to order. Commissioner Jones.
Present.
Commissioner Rivera.
Here.
And Commissioner Goss are also here. If you would stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance, I'd appreciate it, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
To the United States of America and which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and justice for all.
All right, item 3 is a public hearing. We do not have any scheduled public hearings. Moves us to item 4, comments from the public, and we'll take the comments first in the room and then online. Any public comments, please? Yes, sir. Please come on up.
My name's Tim Madison, resident of Wyoming County. I was here 7-8 weeks ago. Asked you guys for some help. I have a problem with somebody who built his cabin on my property, and I'm going broke trying to get it removed. To date, we added up our bills here about a week ago. We spent $103,000 to try and get him removed on a property that's worth much less than that at this point, and we're no closer. You know, I told you about the problems with the county at the planner's office. They were told not to do anything by the county attorney. We contacted the county attorney. We asked him, you know, how come you're not enforcing the law? He's in violation of these laws, and we want to know what's going on. Why is my government not helping me? Why is the government not enforcing the law? We were told to talk to a Jennifer Curran at the county attorney's office. She was in charge of the civil matters, and she talked to us and got her information. We told her the details and stuff like that, and she told us the same thing you told me. I'm going to look into her. That was about 5 weeks ago. Since then, she has refused to return our calls, to answer our messages, or to contact us or answer our emails. She doesn't talk to us. We're blackballed. She won't have nothing to do with us. That's my government helping me. That's my government enforcing the law. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you know, the whole story again. You remember it. I gave you all the documents. One thing that's changed is he has now testified under oath and admitted that he built on my property. He clearly admits it, says it's not my fault, it's his fault. You said you would look into it. You said you'd see if you could offer me some help. I'm here to see what you found and if you can help me, because I'm getting nowhere, and I've spent $103,000 doing the job that my government should have done for me.
Well, Mr. Madison, I have looked into it, and you have a lawsuit pending. Is that correct?
Correct.
My understanding of that process is you are much further along that lawsuit than if you were to leave that lawsuit and us to go to the district court, which is something that we can affect. Now, we're not going to be able to afford your bills there. That's not our role. But there will have to be some sort of action taken. It's my understanding, and Jennifer is with us right here, that we can't initiate anything. You need to pick one avenue or the other, the district court or the federal court. Now, certainly we can enforce the law as it stands, but only so far, right? We have to make sure that the person is noticed, make sure they have an opportunity to present their side, and then we can move down the way. We can't forcibly remove that cabin from the property. We have the ability to issue fines at some point, but it won't be next week. So I hear your complaint, and I am sympathetic for your complaint. However, I think you have to take some ownership of this also, right? You bought the land, put the cabin on it.
I was unaware when I bought the land.
I know, but that is not the law, right? The buyer beware, right? You need to know what you're buying when you buy it, and I understand that is not always done, and I do sympathize with the position you find yourself in. I really do. But we are limited to do what we can do, and so, you know.
Are you not going to find him?
Well, Jennifer, why don't you explain to us what we can do?
So just to be clear, the commissioners don't have the ability to fine him outright. It requires us to file in district court, and it's up to the judge and judicial discretion as to what fines would be issued. So we haven't done that. You initially came and talked to the planners in December of 23, like December 6th or 17th or something like that. You filed your lawsuit a month later. So at that point, we were still, through our planning office, trying to get in touch with the Volkimas, but whether we had wrong addresses or they were evading service, that didn't happen until this summer when we got a response from their attorney who's representing them in this matter. And our advice to our planning office at this point is that we hold off and wait because you have this other lawsuit pending. And we cannot, if we move forward, we are at the discretion of the court as to what they would actually fine him for or do. We can't require him to enter into some type of a partition agreement. We can't do any of those things that you do have the ability to do through federal court.
If I drop my lawsuit, will you pursue it? Will you fine him? Will you hold him accountable?
We don't, like I just said,
If I drop
this
my lawsuit?
commission does not have the ability to issue the fines. We have the ability to ask the court.
Will you ask the court to fine him if I drop my lawsuit?
Yes, but I cannot tell you that the court will fine him. I cannot tell you that the court will require him to remove his cabin from your property. I cannot tell you what the remedy of the court will be.
No. But he is in violation of law and you can ask the court to hold him accountable for violating the law.
Yes.
That's what a prosecuting attorney does. If I go violate the law and the cop catches me, they're gonna take me in front of a judge and ask the judge to punish me. He's in violation of the law. You're saying he doesn't have to go in front of a judge and be punished because I'm suing him. We have to wait and let me sue him. I'll drop my lawsuit.
We will,
I'm already $103,000 into it. I don't have much more money anyway.
we will pursue, enforcing our laws, as we would normally will.
If my lawsuit's out of the way, you will do your best to enforce the laws.
Yes, yep,
That's all I ask of you.
okay,
Thank you very much.
thank you, Tim. Any other public comment? How about online? Last call for public comment online or in the room. Entertain a motion, Sue, to close the public comment.
So moved.
And Terry, I'll just second things today unless you have
I think we lost her.
okay, second. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Item 5, disclosures. Commissioner Ibarra, any disclosures?
I have none.
And I have none also. I do, however, know that Terry has a,
I'll mark it on there as a disclosure, just in case if she.
Yeah, for number 9. And then 6, considerations of changes on the agenda. No changes? Sue, any changes?
Nope.
Okay. 7, approval of consent agenda.
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second, been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none. All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. That moves us to page 2 of the regular agenda, item 8. Present for approval, quitclaim deeds from the Shrivas vacation. Jennifer, good evening, thanks.
You're welcome. Good evening, commissioners. You have in front of you 2 quitclaim deeds to finalize the Shrivice vacation. One of them is to the Shrivices, which includes the alley that's in between their 2 lots and half of Newton Street that's between their property and the property owned by Browns. The other quitclaim deed is for Browns for that half of Newton Street that's in between the 2 properties.
Sue, any questions?
I have none.
I have none as well. I guess David, and you're in the room. Anything in the future that you see causing us grief if this vacation goes forward? As far as planning city streets, all that stuff.
This is the one off.
Carol.
Carol.
Yes,
Yeah.
These, Karen from the assessor's office did contact me about it and I sent in my, concerns. And those were addressed, where it's just the alley, it shouldn't be a problem for us. where they've kept Carroll Street open, for future right of way and road and whatever they want to do there. That addressed my concern, so.
Those were also the concerns that the city had. They didn't have an issue with the vacation of that portion of Newton Street or the portion of the alley, just with Carroll Street. And so that's when the petitioner amended their petition to remove the request to vacate part of Carroll Street.
Super, thank you so much. Any other questions? If not, I entertain a motion for item 8, please.
I move that we approve the quitclaim deeds from Schreiber's vacation.
The second, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Item 9, present for consideration. Thank you, Jennifer. 2 exemptions from the large tract subdivision process situated in section 11, township 15 north, range 74 west of the 6th prime meridian. Jory, good evening.
Good evening, thank you. So Terry Jones owns 2 contiguous properties and has requested 2 exemptions from the large tract subdivision regulation. These are just south of the interstate. Both exemptions were put on one record survey since they're so close to each other. The first one will create a 40.7 acre tract from an 80 acre tract of land. The second one will create a 40.79 acre tract from a 222 acre tract of land. Chapter 5, section 5 of the county subdivision resolution references all these requirements that are needed for an exemption from the large tract subdivision regulation. Through our review, Terry's met all the criteria needed to grant both exemptions.
Thank you, Jory. Commissioner Rivera, anything?
I have no questions.
I don't have any questions either. Not entertain a motion for item 9, please.
I move that we approve item 9 as presented.
Second, been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Jory. Item 10, present for consideration to telepay merchant processing application and agreement to provide the planning department the ability to accept online fee payments and direct the chairperson to sign. David, good evening.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, Commissioners, what we're requesting, there's 2 items here. First is the application and agreement to provide online payments or allow us to have online payments for the planning office. Then the second item is for the service fee processing agreement, which goes along with that. We're using the same company that the treasurer's office and I think there's a couple other offices use to accept online payments. And for our office, it's just going to be strictly online for right now. We're not getting any equipment to take payments in the office, but this will be an online service that we're providing. We've got our applications online and have an application portal that's already set up. So this is kind of the next step for that. So
Has this become an issue in your office as far as applicants wanting to have this service?
there are a lot of people that file the applications from out of town. And I think this is just going to benefit them. I mean, they can send in a check and that's what we usually have them do is just send in a check, but this will just be a convenient for those that are out of town that they can just do this. It's really just a service. I mean, I don't think there's been a problem per se, but.
And David, do you anticipate being able to, somebody can come in and pay in person?
Not at this time. Not at this
Down the
time.
line.
It will only be online.
Right.
Yeah.
But do you anticipate providing that service down the line?
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, there's more that goes into it because our office is so small and we don't have someone that's really manning like, a counter to take the money all the time. I'm not sure if it would be as feasible as it would be for some other offices, but we've discussed that and we feel like this is the first step that we'll take and see how this goes.
I think it's a good step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that'll be an addition. The planning department won't take 3% less on any.
Correct.
That'll be a fee charge on top of that.
Yeah. So the way that it works is with these agreements that we're going to sign, we get our money and the 3% automatically goes to them. So it's not something that we have to collect extra for. So when they come in and they're going to pay their, whatever it is, $100, and that $3 is going to go automatically to IntelliPay. We won't even see it and we'll just get the $100, but it doesn't affect us.
Okay, super. Commissioner Rivera, anything else?
No.
I entertain a motion for 10, please.
I move that we approve the IntelliPay merchant processing application and direct the chairperson to sign.
Second. That's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. David, you stay with us here. Present for approval IntelliPay service fee processing agreement to provide the planning department the ability to accept online fee payments and direct the chairperson to sign.
Some more paperwork.
Anything else to add to that? Okay. Commissioner Rivera, any questions? If not, I'd entertain a motion.
No questions. I move that we approve item 11 as presented and direct the chairperson to sign.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. That motion carries. Thank you, David. 12, award the bid from Wyoming Machinery Company for the purchase of a 2025 140 all-wheel drive motor grader for $446,390 with the 9-year total machine warranty. Rob, good evening. Thank you.
Good morning, commissioners. This is the Wyoming Machinery is the sole bidder on this. All our blades are Caterpillar, so it does make sense to go with them. The 9-year extended warranty has been very beneficial to us. So it was 7, they've moved it up to 9, so that gives us 2 extra years before we have to trade it in.
All right. Commissioner Rivera, anything?
No, the picture you sent, she's a beaut.
Yeah.
Okay. I move that we award the bid from Wyoming Machinery Company for the purchase of the 2025 AWD motor grader. Motor grader for a price of $446,390 with the 9-year total machine warranty.
Second. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries.
And thank you, because this gives us 4 machines up in Rock River. In the winter, it's nice to run in pairs, so you don't have somebody out by themselves getting stuck. So this will be a big improvement for up there. So thank you.
Yeah, when will you take hold of this, Russell?
It's delivery date's not until March 31st. That's the earliest we could get one,
Who
but
knows, we might have to know then.
yeah.
Right.
Well, I think their bid though said they're about 90 days out right now.
Right.
So maybe a little sooner.
Yeah, it could be sooner, and it's out of the sped 2018. Awesome.
Give him the eyebrow.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob. 13, acknowledge receipt of the letter of credit from Commerce Bank not to exceed $1,075,000 on behalf of ConnectGen Albany County LLC for the rail tie wind farm project and direct the treasurer to keep in safekeeping. Tracy, good evening.
Good evening. Commissioners, before you is the letter of credit for Albany, ConnectGen of Albany County for the rail tie wind project. This is alongside with the road use agreement. So should there be any damages to roads or such, this covers that. And because I've had some questions about whether we've received rail tie money, this is not money. This is solely a letter of credit and has nothing to do with the impact assistance funds. And I just wanted to make that clear.
Thank you for making that clear. Commissioner Rivera, any questions?
So why direct the treasurer to keep it in safekeeping?
Because it's a
Document.
yes, that's
Okay.
It's literally something we could present back to the bank if
Yeah.
they were in violation of the road use agreement in the future and didn't repair the roads the way they were supposed to collect on that money that's being held so that we could pay somebody to fix it.
yeah. So it has provisions in here for, and I think there was a copy included in the packet for just what Jennifer said.
Okay,
And
thank you.
just want to keep it safe.
Okay.
I have no other questions. I entertain a motion for 13.
I move to acknowledge the receipt of the letter of credit from Commerce Bank not to exceed $1,705,000 on behalf of ConnectGen and direct the treasurer to keep it in safekeeping,
Second.
not under a mattress.
Yeah, it's been moved and seconded.
Shoot.
Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you.
14, present for approval, letter of support to the U.S. Department of Energy for Mountain Cement Company's application for qualifying advanced energy project credit relating to the modernization of its Portland cement manufacturing facility. Jennifer, please.
Good evening, Commissioners. Mitch Edwards, who represents Mountain Cement, reached out and asked if the Commissioners would write a letter of support for their application for this project. Mitch came in, I believe, earlier this spring, and talked to us about the project they're doing and this modernization. I think it's $460 million in total. Part of that is to upgrade a facility in northern Colorado as well. But as outlined in the letter, the letter just generally says that Mountain Cement has been a community partner. They donate to a lot of our community partner organizations, and ultimately, according to the Mountain Cement's numbers, there should be a 20% reduction in the carbon output, carbon dioxide output, whatever it is in there. Once these retrofits and modernizations are in place.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. Commissioner Rivera, anything?
I have no question.
And Jennifer, I guess, I mean, there's not much here that
No.
we're on the hook for, but I just wanted to make sure that this U.S. Department of Energy 408 or
Yes.
48C, this is a project that fits within that.
It is from what Mitch provided, I did do some additional research, and it does look like it fits within there. I didn't go into in-depth detail to see for certain that it did, but it does look like it does fit within there. And we're not obligating the county to anything with this. We're just saying that as a county, we support the project.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Commissioner Rivera, entertain a motion for 14.
I move that we approve item 14 as presented.
Second, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Jennifer. 15, present for approval, contract between Wyoming Secretary of State's office and Albany County Clerk's office for security cameras at the Albany County Fairgrounds. Adam and Bailey, I have your name on it.
Good evening, Commissioners. This is just an agreement. Adam reached out to Secretary of State's office to see if they had any additional funding that we could possibly use to do security cameras outside of the activity building at the fairgrounds. And they did. And we got the okay to go ahead and move forward on items. So they've actually already been purchased, installed, and everything's ready to go. I just need signatures on that agreement. And then also tonight, there's the invoice to pay them as well in your vouchers.
Thank you, Bailey. Commissioner Rivera, anything?
I have no questions.
Well, thank you guys for thinking that way and for moving quickly on it. So I appreciate that. And entertain a motion for 15, please.
I move that we approve item 15 as presented.
And second on that. It's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. 16, we're moving right along here. Present for approval, letter to Nancy Bartholomew, Laramie City Clerk, to allow Albany Lodge to apply for a catering permit for the Red Dress Gala at the Gateway Event Center, 222 South 22nd Street on November 1st, 2024 from 1 p.m. to 11 p.m. Kayla, please.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. I have a letter to send to Nancy Bartholomew. Albany Lodge is going to use their liquor license within city limits, so we have to give authorization for them to do that, and then they will issue the catering permit at the city.
Any questions, Sue?
No, I move that we approve item 16 as presented.
Second, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Thank you, Kayla. I appreciate it. What is the Red Dress Gala, by the way? Does anybody know?
They do it every year. I don't know.
Okay. Well.
I think it's where guys wear red dresses.
Good.
I have no idea what it is.
I might be going, just because I see the term dress and gala.
Yeah, that I do
and
not know.
Devin will probably
Yeah.
be more than excited to take me there.
She's like, I'm in
Yeah.
red dress shopping.
I've been wondering where to get a red dress.
Right, so I'll tell you, if I know. So 17, that's a funny way to spell acknowledge. Acknowledge receipt of the letter of resignation from Cynthia DeFord and Alan Lee from the 9 Mile Water and Sewer District. So we got those letters in the mail. I want to know, does that remove them from having a quorum
So they have 3 members right now. They have a 5-member board, so these 2 coming off, no, they still have a quorum.
Okay,
But I don't know.
Yeah, this is a little disappointing because, there's constant issues with this 9 Mile Water District.
There are.
And do you know where we are with some of those
Um,
concerns, Jennifer?
There has been nothing to date that has come up that we are directly or can be directly involved in. They are internal conflicts within the board that they have the option first to appoint members. If the remaining members can't agree, then who to appoint, then it comes to the commissioners.
Which may be the case. It's hard.
Okay, and that doesn't go to a vote of all the members of the 9 Mile District?
I don't believe so. I believe
No,
it's appointed
it's just
amongst
by
the
a
board.
board.
Anticipates more.
well,
Okay,
I don't have any other questions. You, Sue?
no.
Entertain a motion for 17, please.
I move that we acknowledge receipt of the letter of resignations, letters of resignation from Cynthia DeFord and Alan Lee from the 9 Mile Water and Sewer District.
Second, been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing and seeing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye, please.
Aye.
Aye. That motion carries. Item 18, executive session pursuant to Wyoming State Statute 16-4-405A, Roman numeral 3 and 7. I'd entertain that motion.
I move that we exit regular session and move into executive session pursuant to the Wyoming